In this video, I'm going to try to get good at Halo Infinite with keyboard and mouse. Yeah, I'm going to have to compete against players with aim assist, so literal aim bots, so it's not going to be easy, but let's do it. Hey, what's up guys, it's Turbo here and welcome back to a brand new video, and Halo has always been near and dear to my heart. It was one of my favorite games growing up, and when I found out that Halo was finally going to come to PC, I was ecstatic. I was so happy. However though, because it is cross-platform and you do have to go against players with controller, it's a little unfair. Imagine CSGO, but most players literally having an aimbot that automatically helps them go for headshots. Oh wait, that's matchmaking. Yeah, a little ridiculous. I'm gonna see what I can do in 1 week, so let's get started. December 8th, 2021 was the official release date, but the multiplayer came out a few weeks earlier on November 15th. So people have been playing Halo Infinite for 4 months now, and honestly, looking at the Steam stats, it's not looking too hot on PC. And there's a couple major reasons why this is happening. Number one, the game just doesn't have enough content. Number two, when you play on keyboard and mouse against controller players, you are at a massive disadvantage. So the whole point of this video is to bridge that gap and teach you guys how you can do it yourself. In my opinion, the best game mode for PC players is Tactical Slayer because there's no radar and also it's a one-shot headshot. So as long as you can hit your headshots, then you can be an absolute monster. And if you start to miss, then you just have to keep practicing. Because the one simple mechanic that makes Halo Halo is the fact that no matter what, whether you're jumping, whether you're running around or sliding, no matter what, your bullets always go towards your crosshair. So it's very similar to Overwatch. And there's absolutely no penalties for moving and jumping. Like, your entire goal is to try to make yourself the hardest target possible while making sure your shots are still accurate. Personally, my favorite part about Team Tactical is the fact that you use the same sensitivity as other games. The skill could transfer over to pretty much anything. Well, obviously within reason. The mechanics are kind of weird, but the aim will definitely transfer over. Because remember this one thing, the harder it is to get good at something, the better you'll overall be. And obviously, people playing on controller, they're probably never going to get that much better because they rely too much on a handicap. They rely too much on having aim assist do all the hard work for them. And they never actually learn how to aim properly. Now, obviously, it is harder to start off. Once you get the ball rolling, once you start building up momentum, it'll pay off. You see, the key is building up solid muscle memory to where no matter what, you can always hit your headshots. One of the best ways to start building up some muscle memory with all the different weapons is to do the weapon drills in game. And this essentially gives you access to whatever weapon you want, and you have to do everything within your power to get the highest score possible. And remember, it's not about going as fast as you can, and it's not a speed run. Especially when you're starting off, when you want to build up good muscle memory, you need to start slow. Start slow and make sure to hit every single shot, and over time you'll slowly improve and you'll get faster. But if you try to go too fast at first, you're only going to build bad habits, which are overall going to hurt you in the long run. It overall just comes down to becoming more comfortable with the game mechanics. It's not about how much time you put in overall, because if you're focusing on the wrong areas, you're not going to get any better whatsoever. But if you do 10 minutes of deliberate training every single day and you're consistent, over time you'll start to see yourself become a more consistent player where you can just hit your shots because you're confident. Because of its nature, keyboard and mouse is one of the hardest ways to play games, but once you start to get good, that's when things start to get crazy. Like, that's when your skill ceiling starts to reach new heights that you never thought were possible. With a little bit of time and practice, you'd be surprised with how good of a gamer you can be. Alright, so we just joined a game in progress. This is the most common experience I have playing this game solo. There's just a lot of teammates who like throwing. Straight up. Oh, baby. Alright, give me that overkill. Come on. Hey, buddy. No! There was a guy behind us. I love the commando. You can just go fully auto. This thing is so much fun to use. Honestly. I'm so sorry, teammates. I whiffed. What is this guy doing? Oh, he just disconnected. Wah, wah. That's a fat F in the chat, boys. Oh, wait. Oh man, dude, I love it. I love the commando on PC. It's so much fun. The crosshair placement is just so good. Because, never mind. I'm just too good. I'm cracked. Oh, give me that triple. Oh no. Oh no. Nice job, teammate. You got him. Are you going to re-peek? Oh, bruh. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh god, now my aim is just awful. Oh boy. Basically, no matter how good you are, it's usually never enough. But we can get better. when you break it down, the harder it is to train for a game and the harder a game is, the better you're overall going to get. And that's actually one of the main, like a lot of people like to complain about skill-based matchmaking in all these new games, but genuinely it's a good thing because it puts you against players that get progressively better and better and better as time progresses. Because it always puts you in better lobbies, and as you improve, you play with even better players, so it helps you reach a higher potential. And a lot of people don't really understand that. A lot of people just kind of brush it off like, I just want to dominate every game. I just want to, like, you know, destroy. Like, competition, what's that? I don't want to get better, dude. I just want to be as good as I am right now and never improve. But that is a horrible mindset to have. I mean, what I've learned from my 27 years on this planet, if you're not learning, if you're not growing, if you're not improving, then you're basically not alive. You're missing out on so much potential and you're missing out on so much brain development. Like, it's really good to challenge yourself. So a lot of the maps in Halo Infinite are basically 3-lane. However, Bazaar is very bizarre because technically not 3-lane. And actually, you need to think about it like this. So with a 3-lane map, you have middle right here, which is a massive, massive part of the map. And then you also have this angle right here, which technically isn't its own lane, but normally it would be. If you do try to cross from this part to this part, obviously the enemies can spot you and it's not very inconspicuous. So technically it's not really its own lane. And then middle obviously is super open. It has the power weapon right here in the middle. So people are going to try to gravitate towards it. And then this is the second lane down here. However, you do have to watch out for the vents because they can literally just jump down from the vents. Also, if you have a grapple shot, you can do this, which is pretty cool. Map awareness is something that you develop over time just by playing the game. Your positioning is incredibly important because you want to make sure that you're in an advantageous position as much as possible. Because if you're out in the open and 3 enemies start shooting you, and you have no way to get back to cover, you're kind of screwed there. So instead of playing more outwards like so, if you know this is clear and you know they're probably going to be coming from here, you can just kind of jiggle peek like so and just play for info. And once you spot a guy, you can go for the shot or you can just run back and let your team know. You can also try to overextend and hold this angle as well as this angle. But obviously if you go this far, you're kind of reaching, and also you won't really have that much vision. So if you want to watch closer to this angle, you need to push over this way essentially. And this is a much better angle. However, if they decide to go under, you'll obviously be able to see them, but you won't be able to react fast enough to go for a shot. However, though, if they do decide to push middle from there, then you have a pretty advantageous position. But then also you have to watch out for this angle too. And then this angle could be a problem if they push all the way up. Every game of Halo is kind of like a chess game where you have to make sure that your players, your pieces, are in the most advantageous position to where they can watch each other's backs. Because one mistake that a lot of people make is they hold an angle that doesn't really benefit the team that much, and they hold it for way too long. Like, for example, they would just sit in this corner and pretty much give the enemies complete map control. And then, because if they want, they can just push up and they can easily get the flank. I mean, because of the radar, obviously, it's a lot harder to do that. But instead of holding an angle like this, instead of just sitting in a corner, you're much better off just holding this angle right here. Or even like hyperextending a little bit just for a second and then checking back. At the end of the day, the more info your team has and the more your team communicates where the enemies are, the better chance you'll have to win. Because, I mean, your team is going to know what's happening. Your teammate is going to know like what to expect. And then everyone can position themselves accordingly to deal with it. Now, obviously, it is a super complicated thing and it does take a lot of practice, but if you have a couple friends you can play with, play the game and then just try to strategize and try to figure out the best way to play certain scenarios. I could just show you a couple, but I think it would be a lot better to teach you the overall mindset that you need to develop it yourself. Obviously, you can't just play every game the same way. Like, if you want to win more consistently on Halo, it's not about just having the best strategy. It's about having multiple different strategies and being able to adapt on the fly and being able to play dynamically. That is crucial. It all really comes down to just practicing and practicing and practicing and learning, because you want to focus on your mistakes. You want to focus on the things that you don't really do that well, and then you want to specifically train them so you can get better at them. So if you always like hyperextend and you get killed because you just don't really have any cover, then you can always work on that. Because theater mode isn't very consistent, a better way to do it is just to, if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, just record your gameplays and then watch them back afterwards. That's what we're going to do right now. So for example, so here I'm going to be holding this angle right here, which gives me a very advantageous position to get 2 kills. And then I'm going to hold this side right there, but the guy won the gunfight, unfortunately. I wasn't really ready. So I guess I'm just going to break down the game as I'm playing it. So there's a couple guys up here, so I need to hold this angle in case they push it, which they did. Another guy could push it as well, but... Oh, okay, so they pushed all the way back into our spawn. Okay, so I'm just gonna run up middle right here, hold the angles, and then I'm gonna play this. See, every angle you can play has its pros and cons. Like this angle right here is actually pretty advantageous just because you have the option to jump down if you need to, but you can also just kind of re-peek and people might expect you to go underneath. However, though, this angle could be an issue and I could also get flanked. Okay, so now we're just going to do this. Is he actually not going to push? Nope. So right here, I actually overextended and got taken out. So there, I kind of cleared the angle wrong. Like, so because I spawned here, so they could be up there, obviously. They could be here, which they are. And there could be another guy in their spawn, so I need to be aware. I need to be ready for that. Could be a guy could push that angle. Oh, guy in the corner. Hello? Hello? Okay. I'll take it. I'm assuming that enemy killed my teammates, so it should be clear now. Oh, and I saw a guy, so we can push up and get him. And then we can rotate back here, check this angle, check up here. Just make sure everything is clear. And now I can kind of like push the tunnel area. And I can even just hold this angle right here, which was a great idea. There's another guy right there. Give me that double. Okay, so run back. And then we're going to peek this. And we got him. Now we can hold this. 3, 2, 1. Jump down. Clear. And then go help my team. Oh, nice jobs, dude. Stingray is an absolute legend. So now that we've cleared this, well, oh, there we go. Got another one. Okay, so there's a guy mid. So he obviously could push this angle right here. Or he could push all the way here. Which there was a guy there. And then... Ooh. Just play it carefully. Play it carefully. Oh, baby. I saw him. Let's go. Like right there, I was using that as cover just to make sure that they couldn't get an easy shot off on me. Now we're going to hold this spawn for a few seconds, but not too long. Hold down here. Clear. You see, I have a very methodical way of playing where I try not to put myself in positions where I can get flanked. Because that is something that you can actually have control over. Nice job, teammate. Nice. So they're going to be spawning. So because obviously our teammates are over here, they're going to be spawning over there in that direction. So now we can kind of push up and go help my teammates out. Get that guy. Give me the running riot. Let's go, baby. And then I'm going to hold this angle again. Obviously, they could push here. Okay, so it's clear. So now we can play a little bit more aggressive. Oh, no, I died. But, I mean, I think at this point, it doesn't really matter. I mean, if they make the comeback, then they absolutely deserve it. Okay, so that's one kill. And then there's a guy mid. And we got the Stigtacular. Let's go, dude. Nice. You see, there's more to the game than just pure mechanical skill. Hold up. We got to hit him with the GG. There's also, you know, map awareness. There's understanding the map. And there's understanding, like, what's happening in the game as it happens. And being able to play dynamically. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And let me know if you want to see more stuff in the future where we try out new games. And I try to learn as much as possible and then teach you guys. Anyways, like, comment, share, subscribe if you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next Friday. Later, boys.